Good morning, students. This is Professor Kiran Poddar, Angadi Institute of Technology and Management, Belagavi. Now let us discuss an important example on solution of non-homogeneous partial differential equation by direct integration method. So here, solve dou square z by dou x dou y, which is equal to sin x into sin y, for which dou z by dou y is equal to minus 2 into sin y when x is equal to 0, and z will be equal to 0 if y is an odd multiple of pi by 2. Odd multiple of pi by 2 means what? Odd multiple of pi by 2 means if you take 2n plus 1, it is odd, because n, if you take odd or even, when it will be multiplied by 2, then automatically it becomes even. When even number will be added with 1, then 100% that becomes odd. So it is an odd multiple of pi by 2 where z is equal to 0. This is the meaning of this example. In the examination, they may provide the condition like z equal to 0 where y is equal to this, or they may give it like a statement y is an odd multiple of pi by 2, means this condition. Okay, so here if you see, it's a mixed derivative. So here we can integrate this with respect to x and y to get z. But whether we need to integrate it with respect to x first or y first, how we decide? It is dependent on the given conditions. In the condition it is mentioned dou z by dou y is equal to something. Dou z by dou y is required to substitute this value. To get this term dou z by dou y, what to do? First we have to apply integration with respect to x. Then we get dou z by dou y. If you integrate it with respect to y first, then we'll be getting dou z by dou x, which is not required as per the condition. So dou z by dou y is required. So first we need to integrate it with respect to x. Therefore first I'll write down the given example. So dou square z by dou x dou y can be written as dou by we need dou z by dou y. So I take dou by dou x, which is nothing but sin x into sin y. Fine. We'll call it as equation number 1. Then let us integrate this equation number 1 with respect to x first, because we need dou z by dou y should be required. Therefore, integration of dou by dou x of dou z by dou y with respect to x is equal to integration of sin x into sin y with respect to x plus f of y constant, because we are integrating with respect to x, so f of y will be a constant here. Therefore, after integration, dou by dou x with respect to x get cancelled, then we will be getting dou z by dou y, which will be equal to, when we are applying integration on sin x into sin y with respect to x, means it is very clearly understood sin y is constant. Sin y term is constant. So now we need to integrate sin x with respect to x. So integration of sin x with respect to x is what? Minus cos y. Minus cos x. Integration of sin x is minus cos x. Okay. This plus f of y. F of y. This I call it as equation number 2. Then just a minute, this is dou square by dou z. Okay, then we got this result. Let us take it as equation number 2. Then after getting this, we need to integrate equation number 2 with respect to y to get z. Then apply integration on both sides with respect to y, which will be equal to integration of minus sin y into cos x with respect to x plus f of y. All together it will be integrating with respect to y plus g of x will be constant. Why g of x is constant? Because we are integrating with respect to y, so x function will be constant. So I'll take individual. Integration of dou z by dou y is nothing but z which is equal to, we'll take individual. Now integration of first term with respect to with respect to y. Then what happens? The term of x terms will be kept as constant. Then it will be integration of sine y with respect to y plus integration of f of y with respect to y plus g of x remains. Therefore, z is equal to minus cos x constant. Integration of sine y with respect to y will be minus cos y. So minus of minus becomes plus cos y plus, we take this integration of f of y with respect to y as a notation of capital F of y plus g of x. Okay, so this we will be taking as equation number 3 with the notation where capital F of y is nothing but integration of small f of y with respect to y. Therefore, here we can observe we got few results. One, dou z by dou y equal to something. Other one, z is equal to something. So as per our substitution, we need these only. Dou z by dou y is equal to something given at the rate of x, and z equal to 0, it is given at the rate of y. Therefore, let us take these substitutions. These are nothing but conditions given. Therefore, use the given conditions one by one. So we'll use the condition dou z by dou y is equal to minus 2 times sine y at the rate of x equal to 0 in equation number 2, because here only dou z by dou y available in equation number 2. Okay, I'll make a partition here. Then we use z equal to 0 at the rate of y is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, that is nothing but odd multiple of pi by 2 in equation number 3, because z is available here. Okay, as per this equation number 2 becomes, after substitution equation number 2 becomes dou z by dou y is equal to minus 2 sine y. So it is minus 2 sine y, which is equal to, you can see here what remains here in a RHS, minus sine y into cos x, but we are going to put x is equal to 0. So it becomes minus sine y into cos 0 plus f of y. Therefore, minus 2 into sine y, which is equal to, we know that cos 0 is nothing but 1. Therefore, minus sine y plus f of y. We'll send this sine y to the other end to get f of y. When this minus sine y comes to the other end, it becomes plus sine y. But already here minus 2 sine y is there. So it becomes minus 2 sine y plus sine y. Then what remains? Minus sine y. Therefore, minus sine y is the value of f of y. Similarly, we need a capital F of y. Yes, that can also be calculated, where capital F of y is nothing but integration of small f of y with respect to y. So that is integration of small f of y, that is minus sine y with respect to y. Therefore, capital F of y is equal to integration of sine y with respect to y is minus cos y. So minus of minus becomes plus cos y. Therefore, we got small f of y which is equal to minus sine y, and capital F of y which is equal to cos y. Similarly, put the given condition z equal to 0 and y equal to odd multiple of pi by 2 in equation number 3. Therefore, equation number 3 becomes z equal to 0, which is equal to cos x into cos of, here we are going to substitute 2n plus 1 times pi by 2 plus capital F of y, but we know that capital F of y is already calculated, which is nothing but cos y, plus g of x. Therefore, finally what we need is g of x. So this is equal to 0 equal to cos x. And let me know what is the value of cos of odd multiple of pi by 2. Cos odd multiple of pi by 2 is equal to what? Odd multiple. For example, if you take odd means 1. So cos 1 into pi by 2 means cos pi by 2. Cos 90 is 0. If you take 3 into pi by 2, that is what? Again 0. Means it is understood, it is a generalized concept that cos 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 result is 0. Therefore, this is 0 plus cos again 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 plus g of x. Therefore, 0 equal to 0 into anything is 0 plus again this is 0 plus g of x. Means the value of g of x is equal to 0. Therefore, we are going to substitute the value of g of x is equal to 0. Where? Let us substitute f of y, capital F of y and g of x in equation number 3 to get a final solution. So let us put it in equation number 3. Then equation number 3 becomes z is equal to cos x into cos y plus capital F of y. Capital F of y is nothing but cos y plus g of x, that is nothing but 0. Therefore, z is equal to, from here if we take cos y common, then inside the bracket we will be getting cos x plus 1. So this becomes a required solution for a given example. Please go through this example. Many times this example is appeared in a university examination. Thank you.